Alright folks, welcome back to another vintage or retro break. I've got 9 packs of 1988 Fleer baseball. Great design from Fleer that year. Didn't have too many of these as a kid. Topps and Donruss were more readily available, so I didn't really open too many of these as a kid. Maybe just a handful of packs compared to boxes and boxes of Donruss and Topps, because I used all my allowance money as a kid on those. So let's get right into these. Not really a good year for rookies. Tom Glavine is the only one that comes to mind. But we do have the limited edition inserts. I think they were all-star cards. And just a great design from Fleer that year. Also, this was the 1987 baseball season, the year pre-steroid era, but there was a lot of home runs hit that year. A lot of guys had career years in home runs, including Andre Dawson. He hit 49 for the Cubs and was MVP on a last place Cubs team. Mark McGwire, pre-steroids, set the rookie record for home runs with 49, which was just broke this year by Aaron Judge. So let's get into these and see what we get. I'm looking for the Mark McGwire because that was one card as a kid, the 88 Fleer. I could never seem to get my hands on it. I know what it looks like, but I never had one, so let's see with my 9 packs here if I get lucky. Sweet giant sticker to start off. I'm from the Bay Area, so that's going to go right into the garbage. Alright, Rafael Palmeiro starting us off. Jim Wynn. Pedro Guerrero. Great player, not too good in the classroom. Cecil Cooper. Another good career. Andres Thomas. Mike Boddicker. Jose Cruz. Harold Reynolds. Good baseball analyst for Major League Baseball Network. 2 cards that's sticking. Nope. Lee Tunnell. Walt Terrell. Mike Ryle. Never heard of him. Pete O'Brien. Candy Maldonado. I always liked Candy Maldonado as a kid, being from the Bay Area. And plus he punched Ozzie Smith when the Cardinals and Giants got into a fight back in, I think it was 88. Will Clark slid into Jose Oquendo and a brawl erupted. And Ozzie Smith was trying to throw punches, and Candy Maldonado jumped in and socked Ozzie Smith in the face. Never liked Ozzie Smith. After that, everybody called him the Wizard. I called him the Lizard. So, interesting little factoid from my youth. Ron Darling. Great shot. Dick Schofield. Shane Raleigh. Tim Raines and Tony Gwynn. Bob Forsch. Claudell Washington. Mike Diaz. Juan Bernguer. Looking a little portly there. Jeff Treadway. Mark Eichhorn. Gene Garber. Terry Pendleton. Steve Crawford. Wallace Johnson and Carmelo Castillo. Pretty dreadful pack there, other than the Tony Gwynn, Tim Raines duo card. Dodgers sticker. Danny Jackson. Tommy Herr. Bruce Hurst. Herm Winningham. Eddie Williams, never heard of him. Shawan Dunston. Carlton Fisk, Hall of Fame catcher. Sean Hilligus. Mark McGwire and Pat Tabler. There's a McGwire, but not the regular card. I had that one. Zane Smith. Very bad complexion on Zane Smith. Must have had acne pretty bad as a kid. Mark Williamson. Alan Ashby. Jim Presley. Major League prospects Joey Mayer and Jim Eppard. Nope, those guys aren't prospects. They both sucked. Eric King. That pack was pretty dreadful too. Mini stickers of the Racist Braves logo and the old O's logo. I like that one with the Orioles swinging the bat. That was pretty cool looking. Oh, I got an insert in this one. Neil Heaton. George Brett. No, I like George Brett. That's a good one. Terry McGriff. Bobby Witt. John Mitchell. Doug DeCinces. Milt Thompson. Rob dropping a deucey. Chuck Krim. Henry Cotto. Brian Fisher. Gary Harry Arm Gaetti. And George with a G Bell. And Dave Steve. Steve, owner of, I think, 2 or 3 one-hitters. I think he lost 2 of them in the 9th inning, or maybe it was just 2. He had 2 no-hitters going into the 9th inning and lost both of them in the 9th. Never had a no-no. Scott Bales. Dave Parker. Can't tell if he's calling his shot or what's going on there. Juan Beninquez. Ty Gainey. Bill Long. Dave Martinez. Greg Brock. Joe Beaver. Joe Harry Beaver. Mark Wassinger. I'm from the Bay Area, and I don't even know who that guy is. I never heard of that guy. Darrell Evans, another guy with bad complexion. Eric Shao. He hung himself. So, don't commit suicide, folks. Matt Williams. Jeff Robinson. Mark Davis. Mike Young. Tim Leary. Tony Bernazard. Casey Candale. Danny Tartable. Ron Oyster. Paul Kilgus. Bob Ojeda. I think he was on the Indians team when they had that boating accident during spring training and killed a few players. Bob Boone, Steve Bedrosian, Cecil Fielder. He was on the Blue Jays. Oh, that's right. That's the team he broke in with before he went to Japan and then came back with Detroit. And Bill, Big Wedgie Wedgman. Got 3 packs left of this crap, and then we'll be done. Oil Can Boyd. I pulled this guy every single break. That one actually has Oil Can up there in the quotations. Oil Can Boyd. Ah, Dwight Gooden. Never seen that card. Never had that one. Nope, not anything on his nose that time. Dave Righetti, Bob Patterson, Al Newman, Don Carmen, Ken Scrotum, Bo Diaz. Look out for the lightning bow. Tony Fernandez, Danny Darwin Theory, Daryl Boston, Ryan Sandberg, Hall of Famer, I'll take that. Juan Nieves, Kevin Kaufman, and Lee. Get your mind out of the gutterman. Phillies logo. Ray Searage, Brian Dayette, Paul Molitor, Glenn Hubbard, Mike Moore, Bob Melvin, Pat Sheridan, Stan Jefferson, Tom Niedenfuer, who gave up many a playoff home run when he was with the Dodgers in the mid-'80s, Ken Howell, Mike Davis, Mitch Webster, Frank White, more scrub prospects, Jeff King and Randall Byers. If I recall, Jeff King actually had a few decent years with the Pirates in the early 90s. And Curtis Wilkerson. Last pack. Still looking for a McGuire. Maybe a Will Clark. Bo Jackson. Darryl Strawberry. Jose Canseco. Any of the players I liked as a kid. Gus Polidor. Larry Parrish. Craig Lefferts. Carney Lansford. That card is just strange. I mean, it is San Diego, so I guess you can have a surfboard on your card. Tim Flannery. It's not going to help you with that 241 career batting average. Howard Johnson, back when he was the man for New York. Ron Guidry at the end of his great career. Bob Walk of Life. Mark Davidson, scrub prospect who never panned out. Jeff Calhoun. Brett Butler, only a few cards left. Ted Power. Closers, Bedrosian and John Franco, and Jeff Heathcock. Looks like Wade Boggs' older brother, younger brother maybe. Alright, that's it. Didn't get too much goodness out of those. I got a Molitor, a Sandberg, George Brett, McGuire, Carlton Fisk, Tony Gwynn, and Paul Merrow. And a bunch of stickers. I always like the smaller ones. I always stuck them on my binders. I had a couple of them. Alright, that's the best one right there. We'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you